Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Taking it about the 1. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
And they will not get it. Chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Yard line. Brady now on first down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Mike Evans has been so good downfield. I think that sometimes we end up taking him for granted. When you look back at what he's done each year in the league, he's been a 1,000-yard receiver each and every time. Now paired with the prolific Tom Brady, those numbers could really jump.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You. Check. Lucky. Hey, Alabama.
From the gun, it's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. But the Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. He's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady to to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver, and now it's third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Check three, check three, check three. Sugar, sugar. On three. Motion, motion, motion.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 13.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
On third down, Jackson. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore.
Jackson's pass.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. And on 4th and short, they snag a gain of over 30.
33 yards on the play. First down, Carolina.
Jackson on first down. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal. And they sent that play backwards.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Jackson from the shotgun to the goal line, but it's incomplete. It was Minka Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Now Jackson. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
If it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, man, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Brady on target there to Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
1-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 3.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler in 2019, in on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check three.
On the run, it's Barkley. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece.
That ties the game at 10. Josh Lambo set to...
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Running with the fullback, Alex Arma. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. This is caught inside the 15. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bucs' 11-yard line.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And it brings up 3rd down.
A quick toss outright, and they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Catch there by DJ Moore, who's really starting to come into his own, and he's one of that pack of receivers in the NFL now that looks like running backs and plays like that as well when they catch the football. Last year, nearly 1,200 yards receiving, 78 yards per game, and that ranked in the top 10 in the league. Expect those numbers to continue to grow.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Matt Rule, a risk taker in college, going for it. Fourth down, here's Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back.
It's a turnover on down.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 56 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Well, there in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10.
Buccaneers 17, Panthers 10.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second-guess when you don't.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
10 at the 23-yard line.
Shotgun now for Brady. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to find another down.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
They'll run with Barkley. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 2nd down and 4, Brady. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Brady, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rob Gronkowski in the final seconds of the first half, and the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Kingpin Fitzpatrick on the coverage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
No, 66.
From the gun, Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Mike's 50. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike's 50.
On 3rd down, Brady. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
Chin on the coverage.
Here's Bradley Pena now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here and go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at...
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
7 yards, the pickup there.
And there's a nice catch there by Rob Gronkowski. And we all know the story. Came out of retirement, got himself traded to Tampa Bay from New England in order to reconnect with his favorite quarterback. And no one has caught more Tom Brady touchdowns than Gronk, and he expects to add to that total in Tampa Bay.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Check 24. Hey, 66.
Operating from the gun. Brady going deep this time for Miller. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, good luck, offenses. You've got to identify where Isaiah Simmons is going to play on every snap, and sometimes he's going to rush the passer. But how about that play? Back in the secondary, getting an interception, and we saw that ability at Clemson. Sometimes he played as a pure safety and came off the hash in 2 deep coverage and made those types of plays. Isaiah Simmons is going to show up everywhere.
There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
It's a gain of 5.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they had the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
2nd and 5.
Here's McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Jackson now off the bootleg. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Roquan Smith coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Michael Pilardi now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same group.
And, oh, that is going to be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years. So he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Carlton Davis picks it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
This will be caught inside the 10. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A very solid gain of 27. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
Here's Barkley. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
22-yard attempt.
This one through, and that will make this now a 15-point advantage. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. So after the INT, it's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
1st and 10.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete.
Brady.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Bucs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. That throw by Brady incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Brady to throw for it on fourth down. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, let's go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson being chased out left. He's going to the ball comes out.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. McCaffrey. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Carolina.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards.
And it's Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. They go play action with Jackson. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And they'll get this down to the 10. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here.
And a Panther 1st down.
To throw is Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score.
27, Panthers 19.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
To throw again, Brady. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Bucs on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Brady. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do.
The 42-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go to Barkley again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. From the gun, Brady. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
43-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On 3rd down, Barkley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal.
A 21-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores, so, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Now, after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
In his own end zone, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Tampa Bay, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.